Hey everyone, here I've got a very cool bass from Jerzy Drozd, all the way from Spain. This is the Oracle. This is a 5-string version. Typically this is made in 33-inch scale. This particular one is 34, so it's a custom. It's got 2 single coil pickups and a dummy coil for hum canceling. It's got a great, more modern sound to it, but I think with the actual specs being ash and a Macassar ebony fretboard, as well with, you've got an ash neck, or at least ash neck sides, and the centerpiece is maple. It's got a bit of a vintage vibe to it as well. So modern vintage, as a lot of the instruments are made now anyways, to kind of cover both scenarios. It's very, very versatile. It's surprising because you'd think that, well, so everything's down here, it's going to have a specific set of mids, as opposed to having a pickup up here, which is going to add a lot more bass. That's typically the bass pickup in treble, right? Great electronics, the Mike Pope 4-band preamp, I absolutely love. That's what Federa uses. And many other companies now, and great builders and stuff. So yeah, so the controls here, if you can see them, volume, tone. So this is your passive section. You've got an active passive switch here, and a kill switch off and on, so you can shut the whole bass off and go active passive. Kind of cool. What I really found with this guy is, and almost with any bass, you can dial back the volume, crank your amplifier up, and really kind of see what the bass can produce in terms of your output. So you don't have to have this on full. You can kind of use your bass to control your main output. It's kind of a fun way of doing things. You don't have to work that way, obviously. You can always just crank your amp and then turn your bass up. But I found with this one, it's just fun to kind of dial it back to say, here, like it's at, like, from perspective of the video, it's sitting at 9 o'clock, and then turn it up by about, I've always found about a quarter turn on each pickup will give you kind of the single range, or the specific tone to the other side of the pickup, basically. Yeah, and then the rest of the section, this is your 4-band EQ with bass. I think this is low mid, high mid, and then your treble. And then there's 2 switches here for different frequencies, like on a Federa has. But they just have one. This one has individual, so that you can get customized stuff with the Mike Pope preamp. So pretty cool. The other wild thing on this is Jerzy's bridge. I've not seen something like this. It's like a hybrid of metal and wood, which is really cool. And the string through body, you know, it's that's a unique twist as well. Also, he does kind of like a flat radius fretboard, which is different. Typically, I'm used to something that's more curved with your kind of your for your hands and stuff, so a little bit more comfortable. This is still, though, I still find this comfortable because the neck is really nice. It's almost fast, not chunky, that's for sure. It's definitely more flatter, kind of like a flat C. The nut is ebony. I really like a wood nut. There's not many builders that use that. Typically they go like bone, or there's the Tusk, T-U-S-Q, which is a synthetic. And then there's a lot of builders that use brass as well. They're all great. They all have kind of different tonality changes that they do, but yeah, wood it's great because it adds to the whole organic feeling of the bass. I'm of the mentality that the woods actually do matter in the whole process. It's not just, say, the pickups picking up the string movement. You know, like, there's added things. That's why we have different, like, every bass is made out of different materials, right? So, and even I've heard arguments the fact that pickups themselves, they can have a little bit of different sort of impedances or slightly different winding elements, especially when they're hand done as well, that can produce slightly different tones. So that's all above and beyond what's the video is about. It's supposed to be about this bass. So yeah, very killer comfortable. The body's actually really flat, so it's not, doesn't have the curve to it like a lot of body design does have. So it's something that does actually push your arm out, which is actually better for playing style. You're not really supposed to have your arm hanging off the bass, but that's not me to tell you that. You play as however you feel comfortable. Other than that, yeah, I think I make another video just on playing. So this one's been all talk for the last like almost 6 minutes. All right, guys, thanks for watching.